Hey, it's me again. What am I doing? I'm in the garage, see? It's only -2 out, so it's probably just -0. I don't know. Or, no, not -0, probably -1 here. What am I doing? I'm prototyping one of these things. See? Making a little prototype. Why? Because before I make one, I'm going to make a whole bunch. I got like how many grinders, and I was thinking making, I don't know, I just thought see, it goes on to hold it, but what I've learned is this part is too short. So it holds it, does a good job. And they are, see, this part right here in my little prototype I learned is not wide enough. Because basically if I screw this to, let's say this is the wall, put it on there, it just barely fits. It's going to not fit. So I'm guessing, I mean, it'll probably fit on a small one, it'll fit on a baby grinder, a little tiny one. But you learn things that this is the average size of a 4.5 inch grinder is. So this is, even though it's about 1 inch, I think, I'm probably gonna make this an inch. This part right here, 1.5 inches. So this is my first thing. I figured out this should be, this part's about 2.5 inches. This part I should increase to 1.5, and this one part should be about 1/2 inch. And you kind of just learn things. I'm using 16 gauge because that's all I have. Also, what I did was I ground out. Well, first I used my Wen bandsaw. I cut it all out, cut little notches, and I ground it perfectly. You see, it's not perfect, but. And then what I'll do after is I'll take the punch and I'll punch, or maybe before, because it might not fit in the punch later. So yeah, it might fit. Who knows? Let me check here. Does it fit in the punch? Actually, with 1.5 inches. Actually, if I extend this, it won't fit in the punch, so I'll have to put the holes in first. Put the holes in, and I figured out I got to bend. I bent it this part first, and then I stuck this in there and bent it that way. Luckily, my bender does weird things. It's pretty cool. If not, I have a small bender I could use here. Come on, not bad. I just bent that a little higher. Oh, his knees. Ooh. So anyway, basically, I'm probably gonna make. I don't know why. I thought I'd upgrade my, because I noticed I have a few problems with some grinders. They don't want to hang on there because there's not a lot of space. So like this one, right now my grinders are sitting on a piece of flat bar, just kind of hanging like that, 1 inch flat bar. So I'm thinking if I make a couple of these, I might cut the flat bar off, lower it, and just put some self-tapping screws in it, and so hang it all in there. And then I also don't know if, see, since what happens with these ones is when you put them on there, they kind of hang like, they tend to flip off. So if I can get it to stay like that, it's even better. So anyway, that's my little thing for today. Plus, if you buy these things on Amazon, which look, a little piece of scrap metal. I have another template here. I want to make a piece of scrap metal. You can make these things, and I think they're like $10 for a couple of them. I'm pretty sure all the rest are laser cut and whatever, but I don't care. I'm going to make my own. Yeah. I think 16 gauge might be a little bit overkill, but you know what? It's the reason I want 16 gauges because it's a little more sturdy than 18 gauge. It's got a thicker punch to it. So yeah, see. It's not super wonky material, but what I'll do is I'll probably record the next one, me making, show you what I did, or I'll add in some scenes to this thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to tell everybody. Thanks. Hello, YouTube. I'm behind my bench. I'm going to show you what I'm trying to do here. I have, if you look right here, I have a bunch of grinders where I hang them on a piece of, if you can see this. Let me move this over here. Move this out of here. Basically, if you look right here, this is my prototype here. There's a piece of flat bar. And if I can get this right. They basically hang on a piece of flat bar, which it works, but I want to get fancy. And I want to make some of these. What I did notice is that my little prototype here is, it's too high, so I have to kind of test it like this. it does fit, it does the job. And let me turn the camera on. Hold on. Let me stop this. I'm trying to make a bunch of these things. So I can just put them on here. And I think I figured out, well, this is, see, I could make them wider, but now I know how to have to space them. They hold a lot better. There's no danger of falling down. And see, because sometimes you've got big monstrosities like this would fit in there. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 7 grinders. So I need about 7 of them. And I was thinking maybe I'll probably take the bar out and lower it. Because hey, got one. You see, they kind of just tuck in there. And then this over. Like that right now. That's why I like doing prototype things, because then you can figure out where it goes and what's wrong with it. I could cut these a little shorter, but it'd be easier just to ungrind this, drop it lower, or put a bigger piece of pipe in there. I'm thinking a bigger piece of pipe. See, because even this one's... And then there's these stupid things that are always in the way. So I don't know if I should just take them off for now, the little handles, and put them somewhere. And because the only time I really use them is on this wire brush cup here. The rest of the time, this one's, of course, this is my cordless one here, see? Yeah, that's my little prototype I'm working on. I'll make a full video of me chopping one up and making one. So it's just a start. You making a mess?
What?
You making a mess?
No.
Okay. There we go. Does that work? Just grind it out to here. Let me clamp it on here. How do I put this freaking thing? Okay. Plug this sucker in. Folks, if you're following along here, I'm trying to make one of these, but it's not perfect. I'm just trying to get what I realize now is I have to make it, what do you say, 2.5 inches from here, and I need a ruler or a tape measure. Get one of my fancy tape measures out. There we go. So this will be 2.5 inches. This will be 2.5. This has to be at least 1.5 inches right here. 1 inch and a half right there. So yeah, that has to be. So, there. Why I got gloves on? Because it's freezing cold in here. That thing and this thing. Some of the things I have to. These even straight. They don't even look straight. Oh well, I gotta put a one in here. One in there. So I can line it up accordingly on either side. I gotta put lines on both sides because when I flip it, got somebody working over there. They're working here. Now let's see, is this good enough? I don't know if it's, I don't know, it could be off. Even straight. Inch and a half. Let's see. That's about an inch and a half. That's, yeah, it's going to be a little better when I get this done. So let me move the camera over there. I'll show you me fold this thing. Is recording? Okay, good. What? After you're done, could you help me with over there? Yeah, I'll help you. Let me just finish this video here. Just gonna bend this. Gotta bend it crooked. And it's done. Let's stick this out of here. And I'll put this in like this. And it goes up like that. Okay, I'll put this down here. Like I said, this is a prototype, type 2. That is even crooked and straight. Doesn't look straight to me. That's about that way. And that's about it. There we go. Now we'll bend this up. Dun, 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 dun. Am I recording this? Okay. That looks straight enough. There we go. Ta-da! Now we have a wider one. Not perfect. I gotta bend it back a little, but it's pretty good. Goes like this. So put in there and just bend it back a little. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. All right, folks. It's me again. What I learned, first of all, I made this one, which if you take this thing and put it in there, you'll see it's too skinny. So I made another one. If you're probably watching the video, you'll see that one's that big. So it should fit. And if there's any blade, yeah, it should work. I'm gonna test this out on either side. I didn't put the holes in it because I'm still playing with the dimensions. And this is by no means perfect, but nobody cares. So I'm gonna turn this around and go test it out on the other side. So stay with me and I will turn it on. All right, folks, it's me again. What did I do? I made this thing like so. If I can hold this here, I'll show you. Basically, this goes like, see, any old way sits in there, kind of. This one doesn't. This one's stupid. Let's try a different one. Let's try this one. The problem is my problem is the height here. I don't have it adjusted, so we're gonna do like this. Just trying to see if it fits. Oops. So yeah, it would fit. If I had it against the wall, it would be clearly. Also, clearly, the other problem I foresee with this. Put this over here. I'll show you. The other problem, it's only good for a disc this wide. So if you got one of these suckers, you're gonna have to have an open back on it. And like I said, right now My existing problem is I have it, this bar is too low, but clearly it does a pretty good job. So I'm going to draw some out. I know the circumference or diameter of the circle. See, this is just too far right now. And I know what dimensions, and it's pretty easy. 2 bends, 2 holes. Got to temporarily hold on vice grips, and it holds. So I'll probably put a stronger bar. I'll put a better bar and use it in here. So anyway, stay tuned. I'll show you what I'm doing. Hello, folks. Anyway, to end this video, what I learned in making this is once you got skinny benders, a 1-inch spot right here is no good. These things need at least, what's doing over there? They need at least 1.5 inches, because if you have a grinder with a guard that wide, which I should have measured in the first place, it needs at least that much. So this is basically what, they say it was 2.5 inches, 1 inch, and 1/2 inch. And basically, I could have put 2 holes in here, or I could self-tap and screw it, but I sell these things for $10 online. So that's I used my bandsaw, make it. Like I said, it's not I gotta watch because there's still some burrs on here. But I'm sure if I had a laser cutter or a plasma cutter or a CNC, I could make these in like 2 minutes with some fancy logo. 16 gauge. I think it's 16 gauge. Let me check here just to make sure. 16. Yep. See, 16 gauge. Oh, there we go. 16 gauge metal. Took me forever to find this, and I was in the damn thing here. So anyway, yeah, latest little project. I need I need at least 7 of these, and I think I'm gonna make a miniature one for this somehow, just because. See, if I put this in there, it's gonna wobble a little. Or the other option for this is I just take one of these holders and I put it on the wall. But I like my grinders with my grinders, so yeah, I'm probably gonna make a 1/2 pint version just for this. See, so I'll probably make it maybe a half size, maybe make the little hole a little smaller. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe, and all that noise back there is my apprentice. You can see her. She's making stuff. She's right over here. She's building a computer out of wood. So, say hi, Kaya.
Hi.
There you go. Anyway, I only have a head on here because I didn't want to hold the lights to win. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.